out. Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and start. I'll say your name. Oh, wait, hold on. My microphone.
My phone's on fucking 6.
All right, we'll go ahead and start. All right. Hey, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is your host, Thomas Sire from On the Hot Podcast. Today, I'm joined by my co-hosts, Rob Cerasuolo, Fred Harris, and Curtis Green, who is currently getting a beverage for the episode. But this is going to be episode 92 for you guys. So kicking things off, we're going to be talking about our predictions for which NBA team will make it out of the Western Conference and play in the NBA Finals. Which team do you guys think is going to make it out of the Western Conference and play in the Finals?
Honestly, the way they're looking right now, KD going dumb, Devin Booker scoring at will. The Suns look absolutely incredible. I will tell you, look like a fraud though. The Denver Nuggets. Yeah, I said it. The Denver Nuggets look like whole frauds.
So
Boys
you
is
said
definitely getting bounced.
Hold on. So you say the Nuggets look like more frauds than how you feel about the Clippers then?
The Clippers, I've yet to see. I'm a little indecisive on the Clippers. I just seen Paul George and Kawhi go dumb in that little comeback that they had. But if they can stay on the court together, they can be a scary team in the West.
Okay.
I still don't see them rocking with the Suns though. It's too much damage over there.
So you go on the Suns?
I gotta go with the Suns. Easy favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to say it because I agree with Fred on this one. KD with Devin Booker and Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, they got a pretty stacked lineup. I mean, like, Ayton's, I don't really like Ayton that much, to be honest, but, as far as the rest of the lineup, I feel like they're really consistent, obviously. They're going to score a lot of points. My dark horse team, though, was the Clippers. I mean, I feel like they have a lot of depth on that team. That's, like, the thing that separates them from a few teams, in my opinion. But, yeah, Suns for me, for sure. Because
Suns sound so good,
They do.
but I don't know if I can believe it. I mean, don't get me wrong. KD looks good playing with him so far. Like that game yesterday that they had against the Mavericks, him and Devin Booker look really good. But if I'm like betting on a team to make it all the way that has been playing together all year, it's the Nuggets. Because I really think they got the most depth in the West. When you talk about it, they got Jokic, they got Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray. Let's see who else they got. They got Reggie Jackson now, Aaron Gordon.
They just got Bones. Didn't they get Bones Highland?
No, they traded him to the Clippers.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So they don't have him anymore. But they still have Thomas Bryant, Caldwell Pope. So they got a lot of depth in the West. I think that's what you really need come playoff time. You need a good starting five with a lot of depth that can contribute when your big stars are on the bench. So I like the Nuggets for that situation. Then I like them being having home court advantage because it doesn't look like anybody's going to catch them in the West.
Yeah.
So if they lock up that number one seed, I really like their chances as well. The other teams that I think they're going to make a lot of noise in the playoffs, you have the Warriors. Obviously, they're going to be a threat no matter what. But to me, they're like their road record scares me. And if they go on the road, which they're most likely going to for majority of the playoff series, that scares me. Then the Clippers sound good with Kawhi and Paul George, but it's like their defense is so suspect. Like they had that comeback win yesterday against the Grizzlies, but they gave up 51 points without Ja in the third quarter. So I don't know about that. Suns, it sound good when you got KD, Booker, Chris Paul, Ayton, but they don't got no bench no more. After they went to go get KD, like the only bench player they have is Cameron Payne. That's the only thing that scares me because if KD or Devin Booker have a bad night, they're basically toast. They have like nobody on the bench for the lineup. So, I mean, I think if it could play out the right way, I think it could be Nuggets and Suns in the Western Conference. But my pick is the Nuggets. They make it out of there. What do you think, Kurt? Who's your pick to make it out of the Western Conference?
That's a good question.
Got the Lakers?
What's that supposed to be?
No, they in the West. Imagine you got them. They in the Western Conference.
You know what? Yeah, I got the Lakers coming out. New squad. Watch.
Nah, cuz.
Nah.
Y'all niggas might not even make the playoffs.
We gonna get the playing game. We're gonna wreck shit up. Watch.
What seed are you right now?
Look at that.
11th? I think 10th or 11th.
It's crunch time.
It's like
I don't know where
the
they were 11th, but then they just beat us. I don't know where to put
like the
them.
standings in the West really don't mean much until the end because like it's so
11.
close.
11.
It's
Like look how
11.
close everybody's record is. Like
It really is.
they could easily
Y'all can
jump
get
to
in the
ninth.
they could get in the play-in.
It's so
Yeah,
close.
but
If y'all don't get in the
LeBron is
play-in,
gonna be hurt for another week and a half.
that's what I'm
at-
saying.
at-
Like, yeah, that's LeBron got
At
hurt
max.
at like a really bad time.
And then D'Angelo
That's the
Russell
only thing
too.
I worry about.
If AD can put the team on his back, but I feel like too much AD gonna
He
have
been
AD
doing
go
Make
down.
him fold like an omelet.
The last
it's
week
like-
though he been showing up under pressure, but
That's what he does.
Right.
That's what he
Yeah,
does
go
every time.
dumb.
He
He
goes
played
OC.
basketball. He's top 5. He played basketball though.
Yeah, that's
but when he
a rare
lazy
occurrence.
and not playing, but I do think Anthony Davis can carry y'all at least to make sure y'all get a play-in spot. I'm pretty sure y'all. I hope y'all don't have to play 2
Right.
play-in games if you lose the first one. But I think
Yeah.
you win the first one. The way hold on, so y'all would if you win the first game, that means you get the 7th seed, right, in the play-in tournaments.
No, because so the 7th and the 8th play each other.
Oh yeah,
And
and then the
whoever
9th
wins
and
that
10th.
game is straight.
Oh,
Whoever
yeah.
loses that game
Plays the
plays the
winner.
winner of
The
the
9,
9
10,
10
I
seed.
forgot.
Yeah.
And then whoever loses that game, obviously, is out. And then the winner of that is
So
8
you
seed.
guys hopefully pray to Jesus y'all can sneak up to a 7 or 8 seed.
I think if y'all played the
Yeah.
Kings in the first round, y'all can knock them off because that's a playoff team. I mean, that's a team that doesn't have a lot of playoff experience and they're young.
They really
As good as they look,
I
It's
feel
tough
like
to
as far as like if the Lakers got, let's say they got the 9th or 10th and they won out and got the 8th seed, I feel like they match up pretty well with the Nuggets. I'm not gonna lie.
I think they could go to 6 or
If
7.
AD is still healthy, and who's guarding LeBron on the Nuggets?
Nobody. He getting to the
Michael
line.
Porter Jr.
And nah, he getting cooked.
He's not
Even
a-
though I
he's
just
not a
picked
cook
them,
player.
LeBron would cook him.
Nah,
He's
yeah.
good.
Drive him to the
LeBron
beast.
cook anybody, but he definitely cooking him.
Yeah. If he gets playoff
Oh,
basketball,
I really
he's
like Michael
cooking.
Porter Jr. though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he stepped up big time for
No,
them.
for real. Bro, it seems like every time you shoot the ball, that bitch is going in
He's got the J.
that. We got that Jimmy on him, man.
But it's like another reason I think I picked the Nuggets when I think about it, it's like this is the first time in like since 2020 they've really been healthy going into playoffs because in the bubble they went all the way to the conference finals and we know the Lakers gentlemen swept them. But besides that, they got all the way there when they were healthy and then they came back down 3-1 against the Clippers. And then the next 2 years they weren't really as healthy when they got massacred in the second round by the Suns, got swept, and then the first round last year y'all took them out, gentlemen swept them when they weren't healthy. So I think there's their best shot. If they can't do it this year, they're gonna have to think of some options because this is their best chance right now.
Well, I'm just saying our bubble ring, it counts.
Oh no, I know it
I'm
counts.
just saying a lot of
Yeah.
people just say it don't count.
No,
It
I'll
counts.
say even though y'all beat us in the finals, it
They're
counts.
saying that it was a Disney ring.
I don't know.
I mean, it count, but a
It
nigga
count.
better not say it was harder than a regular ring.
I don't know.
Stop it.
It's
Stop
definitely
it. You
different.
better not
It's
say
It
definitely
is different.
no
It's-
fans.
Bro,
I ain't gonna say
bro,
no
they hooping
pressure.
they hooping in the backyard. That's
Right.
what it
Right,
is.
that's
It's
how you
literally
know.
like
That's how you
going
know
high
who
point.
you don't need no home
Basketball.
court advantage. You go just hoop and see who the best. Ain't no
Not
crowd.
lying,
That's a part of basketball.
You
I'm
don't
just
The
get
crowd
saying.
is a part of basketball. It's a part of sports.
Yeah.
You're supposed to hear
It's definitely
you're supposed to
a
hear your
factor.
home team screaming.
Hey, you was
when
hearing
a
it
dude
via
shoot the
noise.
free throw with 30 seconds left.
You was hearing it via noise buttons.
No, bro.
But think about it though.
You hear them motherfucking niggas start beating their feet, you hear the ground shaking and shit. That's what we want.
But think about it in the bubble. They didn't have to travel like they normally do. Everybody was in a neutral spot every night getting ready. So
I mean, yeah, but it seemed buckets came a little easier to people.
because they ain't had no distractions.
Hero.
It was hooping.
And the one dude who scored 50 ball twice, didn't he?
Jamal Murray was
No,
doing
no,
that.
no, no,
TJ.
no. Yeah,
Oh, TJ
TJ
Warren.
Who the
Warren.
fuck is that? Right.
You was going dumb in the bubble.
Well,
Stop
hey,
it. Stop it. That boy scored 50. Stop. Get out of
hey,
here.
I ain't gonna lie. He was the only fluke in the bubble. Everybody else was legit. Jimmy Butler was legit after that. LeBron, AD still legit. I mean, everybody else was legit after that, but he was the biggest fluke. Biggest fluke in there.
Jamal Murray hoop, but he be hooping like that though.
I mean, he was before he tore his ACL, but he ain't.
He was in the bubble though.
Yeah,
he was in the bubble.
like that.
That was
He's
his
not an
coming
upper
out
echelon
party.
player.
No,
But
he's good.
I
But
mean,
he's
yeah,
not up there yet. You know.
I mean, yeah, he messed his leg up, but I ain't know.
He was coming up there before he did that though. But the bubble, that
He
was his real
was
coming up
nice.
party.
I'm not gonna say he was a bum enough. He was definitely nice, but that boy was going stupid.
I agree with that. All right, so if we were to pick the Western Conference Finals right now, what's the matchup y'all think would happen? And how would the matchup? It's early, so we probably gonna change the pick. But if it were the playoffs for today, who you think the last two teams in the West?
That's tough, man. So if it ends today, let's see. I mean, because you don't really know what would happen in the play-in games.
But then today, Lakers out. My bad.
Lakers,
My fault.
Lakers are
My
will be
fault.
out of the
My fault.
playoffs. Correct.
Dang.
I'll take it right now.
No, look, they would. They're 11 seeds.
Well, they would, even though them and the Jazz got the same record. They
The Jazz,
If you think about
I swear, if the Jazz make it over y'all, bro,
The Nuggets and the Suns.
Nuggets and Suns.
the Jazz are rebuilding.
I don't think the Nuggets making that far.
You don't think so?
I don't think they make it to the West Conference Finals.
Yeah, I say the fucking Nuggets and the Suns, bro.
I think I was probably saying Nuggets and Suns too.
I don't know, man. Like, another dark horse team could be the Kings, though, honestly, because they play well in the clutch.
Yeah.
De'Aaron
Playoffs
Fox.
basketball is different.
Yeah,
than-
De'Aaron Fox.
This is the first time they've
they
ever
haven't
been
been
to
there.
That's
This
true.
is the
That's
first time
facts.
all them boys have been to the playoffs.
Including Mike Brown. Mike Brown was with y'all for years.
I feel like that's
leeching
like a
off
Hail
of
Mary
Steve Kerr.
pick that I would like bet on out of the West. They probably have good odds.
Nah, Mike Brown like that though. Stop playing with him.
I know he did. He was coaching like years ago. He was coaching LeBron up in Cleveland, but I'm saying over the years he was leeching off of Steve Kerr. Now he legit though. Now he.
Hey, he had the defense right.
Yeah. So I think they. I don't know. I think the Kings. I don't see them making it out of the first round because of experience. Especially if they play a team like a superstar team. Like if they match up against the Warriors, it's over.
They play the Timberwolves that ended today. So you don't think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
Oh, they can get past. Okay, the Timberwolves. They match up against the Timberwolves. I'll take that. But
I think they're like contenders, bro.
anybody
You
else?
think so?
I don't think they're going anywhere.
Karl Anthony Towns has been gone since
That lineup
November,
is just-
December.
It's so ugly to me. Even when he's there, like Cat and Rudy Gobert, like the spacing's awful.
I thought that duo was actually going to work
Cat
for
the
a while.
best shooter in the league. He has all the space he need out there. It's just that he can't defend.
Bro, he
People
can't
who like to
defend
step
the
out
floor,
there.
bro.
He's
He's not a wing defender.
Yeah, he can't defend that.
If only he was a little bit shorter, he'd be a great small forward.
He's a center.
I know.
That's why I hate Rudy Gobert and him on the same team or playing at the same time. At the very
Yeah,
least.
shuffle the puppies.
I thought that was going to work, to be honest.
I knew that wasn't gonna work, bro.
I thought they get one more shooter that could definitely work, but it ain't play out like
It's
that.
kind of common sense, like
Yeah, especially with how people love playing small ball now.
yeah.
Like, there's no way Cat guard none of that. And you better hope that Jesus they don't ask Rudy Gobert step out there.
Oh my God.
He would get cooked up every time.
I just thought the big lineups, like, you know how the Celtics
That's
they
like
got
some old school shit. Bro.
Robert-
I mean, like the Celtics are different though. They have like speed and length.
Tim Duncan
like,
and what's the thing?
David Robinson.
David
Tim
Robinson.
Duncan.
Oh, I said the wrong guy.
Who else do you line up like? Well, they got like y'all said they got like speed and stuff.
They were
besides
actually like good though. I would not. They were crazy. That team was nuts.
that. All right, so we'll move on to the next segment. We're going to talk about the top 5 players we want to see win an NBA title before they retire. Who are the 5 players you guys want to see win a championship before they retire?
Number one off rip, Chris Paul.
Yeah,
That doesn't have one, right?
yeah, that does not have one right
I
now.
was
Yeah.
about to say, like, okay.
Not even if they were bench rise, don't have one.
Yeah.
Like nothing to show.
Is Joe Johnson still in the league?
I swear he was in the league.
I feel like I seen him.
He was in the league like
a year ago. I seen him guarding Jason Tatum this year and getting cooked.
Joe Johnson? Is he in the game?
Hold up.
American former professional basketball player.
The last time, yeah, he was on the Celtics like a year ago, December 21st, 2021. Damn. Yeah. That would have been nice to see him get a ring.
Yeah, that would have been nice to see him.
He was tough. Right?
Yeah, I'm co-signing. That's my number one right off the bat, Chris Paul, because he's one of the best point guards of all time. Basically got the basketball IQ to be one of the best offensively, defensively. And he deserves one because he's, like, elevated every team that he's been a part of. Like, you look at what he did for the Thunder, even though he was there for a year. They had, like, a 0.5% to get to the playoffs. And even though they lost in the first round, he still got them there. Then the Suns, like, Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton didn't really have no direction there.
Elevated the shit out of
And
that team.
that first year he was there, they got to the finals. So it's just unfortunate that he just hasn't gotten one yet. They were, like, 2 games away, like a year or so ago too. But I think this is like his last chance because I feel like if the Suns, the way how they just got KD, if he's the lone wolf that like chokes in the playoffs this year, they're gonna move off him this summer. Mm-hmm. Whether they start Cameron Payne next year, well, they still got a chance to get Kyrie because he's gonna be a free agent. So I don't think he's 100% committed to come back to Dallas, but I hope he gets a ring.
Yeah,
for sure.
Say on man's Westbrook. I know he get a lot of hate now. His decline was very fast. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, he's still really good, but he's just not what he was. But, yeah, I'd like to see my man Westbrook get a ring. Shout out to my man Westbrook. Turn up in L.A.
Yeah. I feel like, those Chris Paul and Westbrook was 2 that I wanted to get rings.
Same with Paul George. I always rock with Paul George, too. He was always just, his game was so smooth.
I got one. James Harden, I want to see him get a ring. Yeah, he's one of the best scorers of our era, basically of all time. I would consider him a top 5 shooting guard. Yeah. At no higher than 5, but he deserves a ring. Like what he did for Houston, he just deserved to win a ring. But I feel like as good as a regular season player he was, he just ran out of gas in the postseason. Never really showed up. And his style of basketball really isn't made for winning postseason games. So I think that's the reason why he never won a ring with the Rockets. But now that he's taking a step back with the 76ers, even though he might not finish his career there, I think he can be a backseat driver. Not to say I'm just saying his style. I don't think it was ever gonna win a championship. But
he's the number 2, the number 2 option.
Yeah, at this point, I think that's what he is. But I would like to see him get a ring, too.
And he's dropping hella assists to Embiid. It's pretty easy to do.
I don't know what Philly needs, but they're not winning shit.
I don't like. They're never.
I don't know what it is.
They had the best team in 2019.
Butler, yeah.
They had Embiid.
Butler,
Simmons.
Butler knew he was getting the fuck up out of here.
Butler.
I'm not playing with these.
He knew they were frauds.
JJ Redick, Tobias Harris. Their starting 5 was pretty good.
They had a good team, dude.
And that Kawhi rim shot that ended that team real quick.
That man won. I can't believe they won that year. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, that's like a fairy tale story of winning a championship for what he did.
The Raptors, I never would have thought that they would have won a ring.
I don't think they get one for another 10, 15 years. It might even be longer.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They shouldn't have. They shouldn't have. You want to speak about the facts? They shouldn't have. But I digress.
What's another player, Kirk?
D Rose.
That was the one I was about to say. Yeah.
He's on the Knicks. He just doesn't play.
Yeah, he was the next one I was gonna say.
He's basically just a locker room guy now. Yeah. I mean, it's facts. He doesn't play at all.
Why don't y'all give him PT, yo?
Bro, I mean, look, we have all these guards.
I know.
We have Brunson. We have Quickly.
He definitely deserved one.
Josh Hart. Shooting guard.
He's still
Derek
Barrett, Quentin Grimes. Where are we gonna put these, bro?
Yeah. Or y'all should have traded him somewhere where he could be.
I mean, he likes it. He's not complaining. He likes his role. I mean, like,
That is
at
going to
this
be
point in his career, he's just like trying to mentor the young guys.
Yeah, because I can't even complain because Udonis
Oh,
Haslam
yeah,
be taking a
that's-
spot
that's
every year
that's
for us.
definitely that's
Don't even be
definitely
playing.
that's definitely who, like, you know, I was gonna say D Rose, of course, since I'm a Knicks fan, but you
Yeah.
know, I feel like, you know, if we get like another player, then we could have a shot. Like if we get like a star, because like the way that Randall and Brunson have been playing together has been like really fun to watch. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
That man Brunson is like.
he's like that. I would
He's
say
valid.
that.
He is valid. I'm getting a Brunson jersey for sure.
But
Shout out my man Mike Conley too. Shout out my man Mike Conley.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get it.
No, he definitely not.
He's not.
His life is fried right now.
Mike
He
Conley
got
just
sent
got
to
shit.
Timberwolves.
Yeah, I was gonna say he just got
He's
shipped to
fried.
the Timberwolves.
He's fried.
I got like the unanimous obvious one that's probably in everyone's mind, Damian Lillard.
Oh, yeah, I was
yeah.
just about to say that one too.
And he's not gonna win a ring where he is,
Bro,
unless he goes somewhere else.
He's like the definition of loyalty, but the Trailblazers might as well just do him a solid and just get him out there.
All right, bro, I got you.
I don't know how they
Might
would
as
do
well
it.
just give him away.
What if he went to the Suns when Chris Paul kicked the bucket, Dame Lillard
That's-
comes to town with
I
KD?
feel like that could be worse than the
that would be
Warriors.
like a super villain.
Like I feel like that could be as legit or
That's
even
bad.
more.
They're scoring
That's
like
bad. It's not-
120 a night, easy.
Right.
Like he did
Yeah.
everything he could for him, and they're still just holding on to him. Like just let him go.
Lillard
They
was
try to
another
surround
star.
him. They try to surround him with talent.
They try every year. They don't get nobody. They were supposed to get him help this
The
past
best
summer.
teammate he had was CJ McCollum. I feel like
My man Yusuf Nurkic.
he was.
I got another one too.
I mean, he's good.
He was alright.
Didn't he get hurt?
No, I like what Curtis said with Bradley Beal. I wish he would get a ring, but he's just an idiot.
He's not winning.
He's just an idiot.
Why
would you?
Of all the
why would
players we
He
just
want that
named
bag.
that won't win a
He want that
ring,
bag.
he is the most
He-
likely. to
Yeah,
not.
because everybody else deserves.
The
Bradley
Wizards
Beal
will-
does.
Yeah.
But why would you sign a 5-year?
Bro, he is not worth that money at all. Like, he is a scorer.
Matter of
He
fact,
scores. That's it.
He's scoring 22 points right
Yeah,
now.
He
is
might
not
pass a
that
little
good.
bit, but like,
Hey, he had a 30 ball the other night.
does he
They
play
lost.
defense?
No.
No.
No. He don't
No.
swing that rock.
Does
He
he
don't
get
play
rebounds?
defense.
So
No.
he's the highest paid player in the league, making $250.
He
And
gets
he's
some
averaging
buys.
23
Alright.
points.
5 assists. He ain't doing that bad, but like, he's not like best player in the league.
Nah.
Money.
No.
And that's what they
Especially
paid him.
see that he's averaging 23. Hell no.
Yeah, he's just an idiot for putting pen to paper this past summer. He could have went to the Celtics. He could have went to the Heat. He could have went to anybody, any contending team. He could have even went to the Lakers for real.
So he
I
not,
think y'all could have worked it out. Or
so
trade
he's not
for him.
chasing. So he won't win the ring himself.
He just wants money.
And then he go look back at his legacy, like, yeah, I
He's
did
just gonna
everything.
hoop and get his and get it back.
And he swear up and down he can win there too. He literally swears
I
up
mean-
and down.
I mean, hey,
They got some people. I mean, Chris Tapps and Kyle Kuzma, like they look kind of good there, but like, bro, they're consistent scoring. But
scoring,
like,
they keep losing. Like,
they don't have
like
anyone
they
else.
actually had a good streak before the All-Star break, and then after the All-Star break, it was back down.
I don't know why they got rid of Westbrook though.
Who's their point guard?
Oh, who is their point guard?
They need a point guard.
Tommy
Like,
Parknard or whatever.
Let's look up their whole entire roster. Wizards.
they're like destined to be mediocre like every season.
So
I hate to say it. I mean, I don't hate on the Wizards.
Monte Morris, I didn't know they had him. They got Kendrick Nunn. When they get him?
Yeah,
Really?
they traded him.
Oh yeah, they got him recently. That's right.
Didn't even know that. Yeah, this roster is terrible.
Corey Kispert.
Well,
Oh yeah,
Todd
Daniel
Gibson.
Gafford is their starting center.
This roster is terrible, and this is where you want to be for the next 5 years. Yeah, I wish him nothing but the best, but he don't deserve no ring for that. That was foolishness.
Boy said he want to chase championships.
I don't know.
So the rest of the league chasing.
My last player would be Jimmy Butler. I think he deserves one too.
Yeah.
From basically being a nobody, a second round pick when he first came in, he really didn't have high expectations. The consistency that he's shown in the playoffs for the last few years, putting the Heat on his back, He really elevated that franchise too, because we were in like full rebuild mode. Then all of a sudden we got him in the 2019 summer offseason. So Jimmy Butler, I think he deserves a ring too. Whether he wins one with us or not, I think he's a good two-way player also. So I think I would like to see him get one too.
Is Melo still in the league?
Nah, I think he's a free agent.
Dang. Yeah,
Don't nobody want to say it. Everybody hate him, but you gotta love him. That's my man, Pat Bev.
Did you see how he acted when he won the play-in tournament game? If he won a ring,
it's up.
Eli Apple.
Oh my God! If he ever won a
shit.
championship, yo took his jersey off, threw it in the crowd. Thought
that
they was gonna savor that for life.
Literally made him like a forever meme, bro.
And then got traded 2-3 months later after that. Dang, that's crazy how the NBA works. I mean, I wouldn't be mad to see Pat Beverly win a championship, but he would run his mouth for the rest of his life. Like he was like had a LeBron or Michael Jordan performance in an NBA Finals. Like he would act like this. I did this. This is all me.
That line be
9 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists,
50 words per minute on the bench.
1 for 6, 5 fouls, 3 turnovers.
He would be wilding if he did win a ring.
That sounds about right.
1 assist.
1 assist. Yeah, scratch the 3 assists. 1. Doesn't pass ball.
3 rebounds.
Yells at other team when down 30 points.
Did you actually see what he said, Kurt? He actually said he requested a trade from the Lakers.
I did see that trade.
That's the biggest lie.
Stop capping, boy. You got traded.
Now
He didn't want to go out like that.
Now he on the Bulls.
Oh my God.
Everywhere
he went, he got dropped.
They're probably the biggest frauds of any team. Like, not any team. But
I knew they were frauds. Yeah, I knew they were frauds since last summer.
I mean,
they should be
they're
better,
like,
but they're just
exactly
like
DeMar
trash.
DeRozan like the same person. Summers actually can shoot.
DeMar.
That's another
he's
person
really good
too.
at the mid range.
Yeah,
like,
DeMar.
3-pointer is like not like that.
Even though I said my 5, he was the sacrificial lamb of
DeMar
how the
DeRozan.
Raptors got
Yeah,
the
I would
chase.
actually really like to see DeMar
He got
DeRozan.
did so dirty. I really liked him back in the day. Like when he was on Toronto. Like
He's
he's
still
one
a
of my
bucket.
favorite players.
Still is.
His mid range is true. That shit is.
I miss them joints.
That is, he's probably one of the best
Post feed.
in mid range.
Pull up.
Bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that shit is.
Yeah, he's another one that deserved to win one, but I don't look like he's gonna get one.
I don't know. Never say
I'm on
never.
my man's.
Go next season. They come out.
You know.
And
They about to blow that thing up.
do something.
They about to blow that roster up.
Something.
I'm surprised they didn't already, but hey, I want Luka to win too. But
I want to see LeBron get another
They
one.
can. I know it's not gonna happen either, but man, John Wall.
Oh God, yo.
Yo, I don't even think he's been bought out of his Rockets contract
He's
yet.
toast.
Hold on.
He is in
John
purgatory.
Wall.
My man in Kentucky was stupid. His first couple years in the league,
He was
absolutely
disgusting.
crazy.
He was
Just a
disgusting.
lightning bolt.
I feel like that's what happens to like a lot of like the athletic, like
Good shoot.
slashers.
You gotta be able to shoot. You want a long career in this league.
Yeah, especially now.
So you're not gonna keep driving on these big men.
Everyone's scoring freaking 30 with these. Like,
He's still on the Rockets.
yeah, I mean they haven't done shit with him. He just like probably just sits there. Yeah, I can't think of anyone else.
All right, so we're gonna move on to the final topic. This is one that's probably gonna be the funniest one. So we're gonna share our thoughts on the Ja Morant situation. How do you guys feel about what's going on with Ja Morant right now?
You want to go first?
I mean, I just think like he should just play basketball, man. Like why are you posting that? Like it's you have a job, and why would you want your employer to see that? You know, it's just one of those things. Like I just think he should just play basketball. Like I don't know why he's just getting into dumb shit. But you know, it's his life. He does what he wants, I guess. But and obviously it's probably legal to carry in some states, but I mean, there's no reason to put it on Instagram. Like,
not at all.
Yeah, that's honestly like childish, like to do that kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, he's the one making millions of dollars.
I'm so.
You want to put that in jeopardy?
Oh man, that should be his new come out song.
Yeah.
Introducing number 20, JA Morant. I'm so
Yo, that's crazy.
Oh my god! Imagine throwing your life away just for some dumb shit. What is it like?
Then come out to some 50 many men.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm just disappointed in him because you're one of the best young players that the league has to offer. And you just gonna he's lucky the Grizzlies love him a lot and they need him, because if that was somebody else, he would have been sitting at home for the rest of the season no matter what your record is. So they right now they're the second best team in the West, so they ain't got no choice but to bring him back.
Doesn't mean you can't do that like that.
He ain't cutting
packed up.
Say with Jaren Jackson, he getting backed up too.
Anyone else? Yeah.
Steven Adams, oh you really
out of there. They're gone.
Packed up. Dylan Brooks, we already don't like you. You getting packed up.
Like, I just want to know why he went. Like, they played the following night. They lost to the Nuggets by 16 points, and that was supposed to be a statement win game or a statement game. Number 1 seed in the West versus number 2 seed in the West. You go out to the club. You get to the club. You want to record yourself on IG. You take your shirt off. Okay. Then you doing your NBA YoungBoy impression at that point. Tank top on, chains on, gun posted to your face cheek. Post it on 4K on IG Live. Like, what was the point of that? Like, nobody was going to see that? I just don't understand it. Like, he acts like he's supposed to be a rapper. I guess he wants to be the king of the streets in Memphis, acting like he's Key Glock or Moneybag. But he ain't it. He ain't it. So, I don't understand why he's throwing... There's no need for him to. Like, I feel like he's, like, a hero to a lot of people trying to become young basketball players at this point that look up to him. He has so much to gain, but everything to lose at this point in his career. So
It's crazy.
But one thing I will say, I don't care. JA Morant is 24. I'm 24. If that was my parents and I'm making the money like that, Bean, Mr. T, they coming after me. The
fuck?
Oh.
But yeah, they coming after me. Like Charlene grabbing that Glock out of my hand. Boy, we got too much money to make. Mr. T just gonna look at me like,
Yeah, it's up.
See, when these loafers up your ass.
Yeah, man.
but like, it's just like he's got like the toxic people in his family. Or the toxic people around him. He just got dropped. And his mom is acting like a fool too. She shouldn't be calling him up. Yeah, you and your boys come up to Foot Locker at the mall because you're not getting your way, and then you got him saying, "What time homie get off? We'll wait for him." I don't like that.
What?
You didn't hear about that?
What?
No, I ain't.
Y'all ain't hear about that story? So his mom was at Foot Locker, and she got into it with a Foot Locker employee. So she called him up on the phone, said, "Bring yourself and your boys up to the mall." So he was pulled up deep with his boys at the mall in front of the Foot Locker. He was asking when is homie getting off? We want to see Buddy outside and stuff like that. You can't be threatening people when you're a basketball player because your mom not getting her way at Foot Locker.
Yeah,
So,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's wild.
I'm just disappointed in him.
Yeah.
How you feel about him, Fred?
He was dumb. Trying to fuck the money up. Always trying to fuck the money up.
Yeah.
Even if you wanted to do that gangbanging shit, you ever thought of that's gonna put it on IG? That's the shit that really just blows me. That's just blow the shit out of me.
All you gotta do is screenshot, and then you got it.
Dumb.
All you gotta do is screenshot it. Or screen record it, and it's there. Everybody got that.
Especially you're JA Morant. You already know as soon as you hit live, thousands of people is flooding that thing.
Exactly.
Already recording, getting every single moment. Like,
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, now you gotta get investigated, bro, for that whole situation.
Yeah.
They gave him a slap on the wrist so far, 2-game suspension, but
literally.
I think he's gonna be gone until like the playoffs.
He might get like out depending on what how that investigation goes. I don't know. If it's true that boy was holding that gun to that boy.
The 17-year-old.
I'm pretty sure it's also illegal for you to have a gun in Memphis if you're not a resident.
So. You can't even bring it. They played in Denver that night too, so the NBA conduct is like you can't bring a weapon like that on the plane, especially for an away trip. And he like violated that also, so they might look into that more too.
Yeah, I just feel like more will happen probably. I mean, like you said though, JA Morant is the cornerstone franchise piece of the Memphis Grizzlies.
They're gonna need him.
I mean, it's not like they can just get rid of him.
Plus, he on like a $200 million
Somebody else
contract.
gonna snatch him up.
Yeah.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
You gonna act right. We gonna give you what you want, but you stay in the house.
Real shit.
Yeah,
You be picked up to Barbara.
I just want to know like where he get this mentality from, because he he came in the league with a big chip on his shoulder. He was like a humble guy, and then he started rumbling around with people on the court.
Cause they kept saying you ain't really about that.
Show you about it on the court, not off the court.
Nah,
Act like he a gang member.
I'm hood now.
You don't gotta be hood. You make it. Shoot, if I'm making $200 million, even if he was about it before.
Goddamn mansion. Yeah, he doesn't need to do that.
And plus endorsements. He just got his signature shoe. He signed with Powerade.
Literally. What are you saying?
So yeah, he just messing everything up. But how long do you think he should be out for? I know right now he can come back after the next Grizzlies game, but how long do you think he should take before he comes back?
It depends. If that shit that he did with that other kid, the 17-year-old, is true, he's gonna have to be out for a little bit.
They said the story was the 17-year-old actually is I don't know where he's from, but he's a recruit, like about to go play college. And so they was playing basketball. The story I heard, they was playing basketball, and they got into it. So he went into his house and grabbed his gun. Was basically like, "What you gonna do now?" Basically showing off on his waist. But still, to pull a gun out on a 17-year-old kid and you supposed to be a role model as an NBA player, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, they gonna take that shit serious. Right?
It's over a pickup game.
Like, you know how people is nowadays, cancel culture. Want to cancel him so damn fast.
But what if the 17-year-old pulled a gun out and shot him? Then JA Morant possibly passing away. Then you got one of the biggest what-ifs in NBA history because somebody didn't know how to act right. So I really hope he takes his time. I don't think he should be back. In my opinion, I don't think he should be back until the playoffs. I think that's when he should come back. Yeah. He should be doing nothing but grinding all the way until, because they still got like 20-some games. So he should be ready to come playoff time. But he shouldn't come back. I'm glad he deactivated his accounts too. You freaking moron. Yeah, I would hope you would deactivate your accounts after that.
Like, literally, like, that's like a 16-year-old move to, like, go on live IG.
Just flex.
I told you, he thought he was king of Memphis streets, like Key Glock or Moneybag. He thought... Somebody say he about to be the next Larry Hoover. But if he does, I would say this should be like the biggest warning of his career. But if he were to do something like that, I would go ahead and cut him, to be honest, or trade it, or get rid of him and trade him, because like this gonna be, if he does it again, I feel like it's gonna be like a non-ending issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
We're gonna have to see.
He's still young too, so I mean, he's got
only time will tell.
Now, I know what's going to happen when he do come back, though. He played the right team in the playoffs that's going to play mind games. Somebody go, you about that, what? I can see that, yo, a highly contested playoff series, it could be a game 6 or something. Somebody go.
That nigga play Pat Bev. That nigga be saying that shit.
Oh, who used to blow in LeBron's face?
Lance Stevenson.
Oh, somebody going to mess with. Yo, imagine if Pat Beverly was guarding him in the playoffs, yo. Oh,
I always rock with Lance.
You about it, huh?
Somebody gonna say that to him.
You got it.
Somebody, if they play the Warriors in the playoffs,
Draymond.
yo, Draymond. Oh
Draymond.
my
Let him have
God.
it.
Y'all already hate him? That's the number one team that's
Grill
going to
him up, bro.
Draymond gonna be telling the Warriors at warm-ups, yeah, play about that life. Play, I'm so hood.
Yeah. And that's crazy, bro.
But yeah, at this point, I hope he gets it right because he has no choice but to at this point. Or I really think they really are gonna move off him, no matter how talented of a player he is.
Yeah.
Alright, but that's gonna do it for this episode. That's all the time we have for you guys today. This is your host Thomas Tyree, Rob Cerasuolo, Fred Harrison, Curtis Green signing off. Thank you guys for watching and listening. And we'll see you guys on next week's episode.
Throw that shit up like John.
Yo.
Alright, I'm going to end it. Oh, shit. Fred think he the only one who got highlights that throw people around, huh?